Shit, you not. Matter of fact, I was laying. Listen, I went back the next weekend to go do that mural.
Yeah.
And I was laying there, and I was like, cheesy. I was so in love. I'm sitting there laying on the couch like that. I swear to you, I was looking. I said, damn. So how beautiful would it be to actually go to sleep with your work, right, and wake up to your work? I swear, I was saying it out loud to him, right? Then here she come. Hey sis, talking about the Invest Fest, and I was like, oh no. Scared to death. I swear to you, scared to death. I was like, oh no. I was like, oh my God. I was like, babe. And that's why I'm like, well, let me just sit on it. Because then I had to start having a thought where it's just like, you coming up on, and I hadn't quit the job yet. Mm-hmm. Right? So I'm having all of these very real shifts, like very real moments with myself about who I am. Yeah. And then it's just like, then here she comes. And it's just like, well, shit, okay, right?
But you know, the thing is, once you get that call, once you have that awakening, whatever you want to call it, it will find you.
Man,
no matter how much
you bend, what cover you try to hide up under.
And that's what I wanted to ask. So that's what I was getting at. Is like, when did you know? Like, what was the moment that you was like, I'm done? I didn't know if we was all on the same page. You know what I'm saying?
Mine's relate to hers because I did one-on-one in-home therapy. So it just randomly starting to show up to work to my client's house. I was drained. I didn't find no enjoyment in it. I'm just like, I don't want to do this no more. Like, that's literally what it was. And I kept trying to push through because I'm like, maybe
it's just a moment,
like,
right?
Yeah, maybe it's just a moment. Like, I love the kids. I love working with them and everything, but I was getting more and more depressed, more and more drained.
That's it right there.
Like, why am I sad about going to work before I even go to work? I didn't even start the session yet, and I'm ready to be off.
And you were like, fuck, work like I went.
From the moment I got there, so I was just like, that's not what I want to do.
We had a whole conversation. Like, I had a game plan. Like, I'm leaving in 6 months. Like Sunday night, Monday I go to work. Right, it was a Thursday.
I told him we had like a whole, like when he's talking about the plan.
We had like a 3-hour conversation. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna try to get my next bonus. Bonus come about March. Next day I went to work. I was like, I can't do it. I called her. I was like, hey, today's the day. The next day I called her like, today's the day. I can't do it. I sat in front of the computer. Everything looked blurry. I couldn't even. I couldn't do it. Like, I look to this day. I always remember that moment. Like, I could not, if I wanted to. There was no pushing through. It was nothing. It was like a mean block. It was like, oh, I actually can't do this no more.
Literally cannot.
My shit was way heavier, and that's why I say it'll follow you because I'm so stubborn with everything, including my relationship with God, right? So I've been
just talking about that on the ride.
I've been new. I was like, oh, I need to not be in this space. Like, I was talking to her friend Michaela, the other artist that's included, and she was like, people tell me all the time, why are you here? And I was like, they're telling you because they know you shouldn't be there.
That's what was said to me.
They see your light too. They see your light so strong that they're wondering why you're here. So they're telling you out loud, girl, why are you here?
They concerned for you.
They're like, it's crazy that you said that.
So you not know you're not supposed to be here.
Because it dawned on me just this last week that somebody said that to me. The week that I came back, so I had my vacation, get to creative. Then I came back, and that week that I came back, somebody who I hadn't seen in God, I don't even know how long, working in a different building, different floor, all together. He came over, and he was like, "Yo, why are you here if you can do all of this?" And I was like, well, and I'm trying to come up with the reason and everything. But I told you, even the field that I got into, right? You talking about stubborn. I got into the field because listen, somebody said, oh no, but you can't, or no, that's not gonna work because, oh, that's not gonna. I said, shit, I bet you I will. And I'm talking about it was big chip on my shoulder because now I got a point to prove. And so then I proved that point.
Right.
Tenfold and then some.
Right? I feel like we had that in common. And when you told me your story, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
And in fact, your name was Kiana. I was like, wow. Because when I met you, I had just started like telling people my name was Kiana again. Because when I got married, I dropped my first name. And I started going by Violetta because in the government, people would call me V. Because we have on our system, it shows your middle initial. And nobody has a V or middle initial. They're like, what does that V stand for? So then that's my call sign. Everybody want to call me V. Everybody wants to know what V means. So I was like, all right, I'm going to just let people know my name is Violetta. And you're going to pronounce it correctly. And I'm named after my Filipino grandmother. And like, no, I don't speak Spanish. I'm Filipino. But like, it was like
that's fucked up because I listen, off rip, people would start speaking to me in Spanish all the time. I'm like, whoa.
You look mad Puerto Rican though.
Listen,
not getting out of this. What's your story? Really hurt. You been quiet.
She been
quiet. Real quiet.
You know she
spoken
got
word.
Yeah, so she said, let me drop a few gems on y'all and then let me.
Look, she collecting data right now.
She's like, which angle do I want to fuck her up with?
Why? She's like, oh, okay.
Oh, you got one to know. You got stories.
No, she does.
Oh, okay.
She really, because she looked so young, right? When I first met her, I thought she was younger than me. Like, I really did, because she had them niggas. She had them niggas waiting after. After our show, bro, when I tell you, I thought she was like one of the curators, because she was walking around just looking at the art, enjoying the ambiance and shit. She had two niggas. One was picking up her easels. The other one was taking her pictures. Another one, like, I was like, what is this? You know, and I'm just doing my thing, walking around with the camera, you know, hiding behind the camera. I'm like, oh, let me take photos of everyone. Let me take photos of the work that I like. And then I find the artist that made it. Yeah. And so I was just talking to her because I really liked her outfit. And she was enjoying the art. So I was like, oh, she appreciates art. You know? And then so we started talking or whatever. But like I said, she literally had all of these guys doing different things for her. And I was like, bro, she one of these young women that got these niggas after her.
Eating out her hand.
Right. And I'm like, she must be one of the artists that has like a lot of work here. Yeah. I think you only have one piece there, right? Two. She had two pieces.
An extra one.
Bruh, two pieces. But them two though, this the power of like knowing your gift. Yeah. Them two pieces was pieces that I would have bought from the show. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's actually why I told her, I was like, I wanted to buy the blue piece. I was like, how much is it? I think you told me like I haven't priced it or something crazy. I was like, what?
Because that was my first art show.
Yeah.
I was struggling my first one, and then I remember my big sister was actually there at the VCR show, and she was like, I was like, oh no.
It's free. It's not free. No bullshit. I was like,
$10.
I was like, $75. This bitch. She like, well, I got the kids on This bitch waited for me to leave. I had to go get something from the room. And she come text me back, make sure you got da-da-da-da-da. She was like, because somebody's trying to buy this piece. I said, how much did you tell them that it was worth? Don't worry about it, just come down here. Yeah. I get down here. I said, why would you tell them that? It's only $95. And she was like, no, it's not. She was like, and they willing to pay what it is. I just told them. So I said, damn.
Cause that'd be the real gag though. Yeah. That's what I was telling her before when she was crashing out by her prices. Cause like I get, you know, and I did this intentionally. I started the spreadsheet because for myself, I had those same moments. I get into those rooms, you know, I met the nigga that appraises my shit. I met him at the Museum. I go to the Museum. The woman who started Shade Room and now owns Black Art Expo did the Museum.
She's from
right?
DC.
She's from DC, DC native, real cool people.
I gotta get outside more, y'all. You know I've been balling chains and everything.
You are actually in the mix,
and I know, I know that, but I just be like.
You said the Shade Room.
Yeah.
I think she's from DC because the woman that saw Ball Alert from DC too.
Yeah. So look, I saw. Again, I'm just wanting to be a part of it because I know Black Art Expo they have a lot of like visibility. Yeah. So I'm hitting her up. She's like, cool, you can be in the show. I get there, she's saying it's a maze and the walls are pallets, but they don't know how to put the pallets together. So
I do.
So me and this guy with locks. I'm looking at him. I'm like, you know how to use a power drill? He's like, yeah. I'm like, hey, bro, we need to brace these two like this and do this and do this. He's like, oh, you know what you do? I'm like, yeah, bro. So we build the maze, right? And we build the maze, and I'm telling the girl, I'm like, hey, you need to get cloths. You need to cover the pallets. Yeah. It'll be sturdy. Don't worry about like all this. We built the entire maze. And after, of course, she's like, whatever you need. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, hey, I just wanted to see it come true. You know what I'm saying? So after that show, though, she stayed tapped in with me. And then she tells me about how she got to where she was. Yeah. And the crazy part is, sis, I'm telling you that story because it's like, you may view people in one light. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then when you get to know them, they're just people like us.
And that's what I was telling myself on the way up here, right? Like, I don't want to, like, I understand this journey is star-studded, right? But I don't want to be in a position or, like, have my mental in a spot where it's just like, oh my God, it's da-da-da-da-da. Or, oh my God, it's like, yo, we all people, we all have had our own experience, and you had your experience, whatever that journey was to get you here where you at, right? And like I can appreciate that, right? Yeah. But I don't want to
idolize it.
There it is. I don't want to idolize it, and I don't want to be in a position to like help push a God complex that I know some people end up with when they hit celebrityisms, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That ties directly into the thought that I had when I was driving down here for 11 hours.
That's when the downloads hit.
Yes, definitely do.
That's when the downloads hit.
Get a certain point, you want to play no music.
Yeah.
Girl, I had to because the first 3 hours I was like, okay.
Wait a minute, are we all stubborn? Except, are you the only one that actually goes with the flow of like the easiest wave? Do you fight stuff too? Are you stubborn too?
Yes.
Yeah, but I'm working through it, right?
Because her moment was so crystal clear. She's like, I just went to work and I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. You know?
I was pushing no, but that took a lot of like to the points where I had like dang near lost everything for not being obedient. Like my intuition. So when it happened again, I said, okay, I don't want to have us on the other side of not being obedient this time.
Yeah.
Because I quit that. I stopped doing therapy like 3 times.
Okay.
And I kept like feeling bad, like, okay, let me go back. Because the parents be emailing me, can you do like this therapist? Whatever. And then I'm like, oh, okay, I'll come back. Yeah. Each time I went back, I started feeling worse and worse.
But you know what? Sometimes though, I realize that sometimes we real comfortable operating in disobedience. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, the government was that for me. Because I always have a clearance. And when you step away from that space, you stay active for 2 years. Yeah. And if you come back within that 2 years, you're good. Yeah. And they pay a lot of money. So it's like every time it's about to expire, that's when they start calling you, right? And so I would always stay away long enough just for them to call me again right before it expired. And like I remember the last time I went back after Yale, you know, and that space was cool. Like I really liked it. I learned a lot, but I was like, I don't want to be here. I got a divorce. Like my tendon, it gave me the clarity, and I was like, I really do have a bigger purpose than this. I want to continue operating in that purpose.
Yeah, and I think that even to your point, my whole thing is operating in obedience or disobedience. I remember what started and almost would not leave me was that. Bitch, you operating out of fear?
Yes!
That's what it was.
Right?
Out of fear.
And it was like, weren't we told?
Trying to be
Weren't we told?
Like, okay, if I quit, now what?
Right, and it's just like,
before you know it, 6 months, he's like, dang,
you supposed to be walking in faith, sis? And it's just like, oh. But that was the part where it felt like I was playing in creative space. Like, all right.
And that's where it ties in. I'm going to piggyback off what you said about idolizing it.
Yep.
When people call you a celebrity, what makes you a celebrity?
And we talked about this. Cause I told her I was like, yo, you got celebrity energy. Because she had all those guys after her, right?
Yes, you do.
I was like, yo, you have celebrity energy. And
when I heard her speak, when I saw you speak, like first time you came up on my feed and I went through I said, ooh, hold on. Ooh, it's a commanding presence about how you show up when you speak. Yeah. And it's just like, one of those things where, you know, like, I can't stop listening. Even, you know what I'm saying? Even if, I'm trying to look for something or I'm gonna, no, I need to listen to
video with you on the steps. Normally I'd have skipped that joke. You called me. That video with you on the steps?
Yes,
normally I'd have been skipped. You know, I'm cheating on me. I'll skip through. You got about 4 seconds. I was like, I wanted to like 5 different times. I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. I was like, I watched it to the very end, like the last second.
And thank you for saying that because I know that people's attention span has gotten shorter and shorter over the years, which is why I had to condense a 20-minute story into 4 minutes. So it became a skill, and it also came out of me using it as a defense mechanism. So I always had to stay 3 steps ahead, so I won't get bamboozled. So it led me to my position. I was working for Ford, hurt myself, and they didn't want to pay me. They said that I hurt myself on my own time. I said, oh, okay, but I was just coming to work and lie about that. Because I got 2 kids in a house I just bought, so why would I do that?
Right. Because how's that about to benefit me?
That part.
Okay.
So 3 months within me working in the job, I was diagnosed with vertigo. But it was because they had asbestos falling from the ceiling. And I told them, hey, I'm going to call OSHA because this is friable, guys. And I'm inhaling this. This is where the vertigo came in and started messing with me because we have to take an assessment before you get employed. And I was fine. So that was right at the 90th day. I fell out at work when my health insurance kicked in. I said, oh, every time. But did I listen? No. So I'm working. then to make it work, so I'm working there. I'm working at a health food store part-time. I still have 2 young kids, and I was going to Governor State University at the same time.
That sounds familiar.
Right.
I stayed there for about two years. They wrote me up every time they got a chance so I can try to get terminated. And I said, we're not about to do this. Then I tore something in my shoulder. From there, I said, oh, okay. I worked on that torn shoulder for a year. Had the surgery. Then wound up having to not work that entire time. I just bought this house though.
Shit.
So I'm trying to figure out how to pay for the house, feed the kids, keep my car. Did that for 2 years, no job. I said, I don't know how I did this, but this is interesting.
You always want to know, right? How you do?
I have no idea.
I think that's when every time I jump out here and do something, I say, Chris, didn't you survive the last 15 times?
Every single time. Then I got a random inbox from a guy on Instagram like, are you an artist? I'm like, why would you ask me that? I don't even do what? That's weird. Not thinking about, I have been doing nails for 10 years, so my canvas was just really small.
Yeah.
That's a vicious canvas though. Let me tell you what.
Well, that's why as soon as she told me she did nail art, I was like, that's why your work is fire, because the canvas
It's the detail
is so small.
Yeah. I like your work. I like your work. Listen, I did you did nails, girl.
Yeah, I do hair too. I got 2 separate licenses.
Listen, you in Chicago now. Well, now I got an excuse to go.
Girl, no, I'm not in Chicago. I'm everywhere. I'm like Visa. I'm everywhere you want to be.
Shit. See, boss, I can't with you. Son. I cannot with you.
I like that. I like that.
Not sponsored by them yet, but
So in between me trying to find my footing, I opened up a nail bar called Don't Be Petty Nail Bar. PEDI.
Oh, I
The play on words is crazy.
Okay.
And you know what's crazy? Like I learned that when she was telling me this story after I asked her to be a part of this. I learned about her nail bar. And that's what I mean, like that divine timing.
Yeah.
It was so many things that you were talking about, the Me Too syndrome or whatever.
Yep.
She be like that sometimes too. Like how I learned she did spoken word because I sent her something, and then she sent me something back. And that's how she was. Like I was telling her about this side quest that I've been sitting on, and she was like, "Yo, I had this nail bar called." And I'm like, "Girl, you got a nail bar?" She's like, "Yeah." I had to close it because it didn't make sense at the time.
Damn.
What?
Yep, and then from there, I've just been winging it. So I really haven't been working a regular job.
I'm here for winging it.
I haven't worked a regular job on paper since 2017.
There you go.
And when she said that, I was like,
Hey, look.
right. But I had to correct her. I was like, yo, She like, I just been figuring out. I said, no, you've been a successful full-time entrepreneur for almost 11 years. That's crazy. Like,
Well,
math is hard.
It is.
I'm not good with numbers out loud that fast. I need
I'm
calculators.
calling 11. It's 11.
It's 11. Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, that's just crazy.
But it be God leads you, man. Like I think doing is like the closest. God reached out to me several times throughout my life, right? Where I saw being disobedient.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Being very disobedient. Like no one is right there. Like we talked about earlier. Like I had crazy moments. Like crazy moments where it's like, yo, this God, this divine, like he's trying to tell me something. I'm just like, nah, I like what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I like
I like being disobedient.
Yeah, man.
It's cool right
I'm
here.
doing shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like,
Programmed that way though.
Yes.
yeah.
Programmed that way.
But like doing this, being an entrepreneur, oh man, being a guy like this, we locked in. Like this side of it, oh nah, like it's a whole nother.
It's a different type of navigational system.
Cause you gotta be so faithful. You gotta just know it's gonna work. You know what I'm saying? And I'm finally getting there. Like it took, what, 3 years now for me to really be like, oh no, it's gonna work out. Like I be used to like press the issue, be like, damn, I'm going through this month. I'm about to sell some crack. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I was saying, what's my pussy? I'm
trying to say it.
What's the measurements? Just give them here.
Shit, I was like, what's moving right now? If I hold homies up, like, what's moving right now? You know, like, you know what I'm saying? They on that syrup like
Right before you
that.
make that crazy decision, bless
Them
you.
up, man.
Every
Right
time.
before, even
Every
when we
time.
talk about thinking about
Every
going back
single
to the 9 to 5, then God come through. I'm talking about the exact dollar amount. We talk about it every single
Oh man,
time.
this was
People
going
are
on.
like, I'm about to go back to. And then here all of a sudden you get that phone ring.
Every month, bills paid.
It's exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Got a car, no car insurance, bills paid.
Honestly, like I said, like, and people in your old life, right? They don't understand that.
No.
So you have half of the ones that told you why are you here. They love watching you.
Yeah,
because they're too scared.
But it be almost like, damn, she did leave. She gone. Right? But then it's just like, I know the only person, I woke up that morning and I told him, I said, babe, I'm gonna leave. He was like, I'm just folding clothes. Okay. I said, no, for real, like I'm dead ass, like, I'm gonna go in there.
You don't even believe no more.
Right, he's just like, alright.
Now we talking about.
We had, but it was like, I kept going, like, again, operating out of the space of fear, like, and fearful of, all right, well, I'm gonna make sure these kids straight, right? And I don't have, you know what I'm saying? And it was the other piece of the conversation too was just like, hey, plan A gotta work, cause ain't no plan B.